Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hardwood Insights podcast. I am your host, Tristan Wilson, and so just now, Game Three just wrapped up. The with the Boston Celtics winning 106 to 99. The Boston Celtics are now one game away from winning the finals. Ended up It was a close game for majority of the game. The Celtics did get up to a, I want to say, 16 point lead, something like that. And ended up the Mavericks ended up clawing back, getting it within two, but never took that lead towards the end of the game, and ended up losing by 7. Um, just heartbreak if you're a Mavs fan. Um, Losing, going down 3-0 when you were at home. Um, no team has come back from being down 3-0. So I don't want to say it officially that the series is a wrap or over, but statistics show that the series is over pretty much. So that's a little unfortunate. But props to the Celtics for keeping their composure when the Mavericks went on their 22 to something run. I can't remember, 22 to 2 run. The Celtics kept their composure and got timely baskets, timely stops when it mattered the most, and ended up with a big win here to put them in position to win this series and be champions. Um, a few things I saw. Well, before we get into that, I want to address obviously the elephant in the room. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. Is Luka Doncic fouling out with 4 minutes left? Um, on that blocking blocking charge. Excuse me. Um, in my eyes, as an unbiased fan, I did see it as a blocking charge. I mean, a blocking call. Excuse me. Um, but like when because I had seen like some calls not be called that were much more egregious fouls um earlier in the game that were not called by the refs, and to have this that call be the reason why Luca doesn't finish the game in such a pivotal game where if they lose, that's looked at as the reason why they lost. The reason, like, not having Luca down the stretch could easily be the main factor on why they lost. I don't want to like say that like there's other, like, Kyrie still could have pulled the game out. PJ Washington could have stepped up. Who knows? Tim Hardaway could have started hitting some shots, which we're gonna get into a little bit later. Um, but not having your best player on the floor down the stretch in such a close game, in such a important game, is huge. And I feel I don't want to say that I feel that that shouldn't have been called, because then it's like not like true to the game pretty much, because that was a foul. That was a foul. But it's a difficult situation that you're in for the if you're a ref, because it is the team's best player. So I mean, if you're Luca, you gotta stay out of foul trouble regardless. I mean, getting to the point where he was at 5 fouls should not have happened like that. The foul call where he wrapped up Jaylen Brown in the post to get his um, fifth foul. That he should have that should have been avoidable. Um, but it just sucks to see that happen because again, it was their team's best player, your superstar player. I saw a stat that they put up a stat on broadcast saying that without Luca on the floor, the Mavericks are a minus 12, and that showed because it felt like it was just Kyrie out there trying to provide the offensive spark in those final minutes. I mean, PJ hit a couple big shots to keep it um within like distance, but ultimately the role players weren't hitting their shots. Um, I don't I don't understand. I was talking to one of my buddies about this. I know I had said this in the previous game, in the previous episode about them about Jason Kidd playing Tim Hardaway Jr. to get see if he can provide an offensive spark. I know he's not really anything on defense. He's not going to contribute there at all. So it's either a hit or miss for him. And they tried it this game. Ended up playing 19 and a half minutes, but he had 0 points. So I don't understand why he played 19 minutes. I don't understand why Jason Kidd put him out there when Luka fouled out. Maybe it's to see if he can get if Tim Hardaway could get it going, provide that additional spark next to Kyrie. But a couple minutes into that, and you see that he's not he's not doing anything offensively. That should have been your sign to pull him because he's a complete non-factor on defense, and you already have um like Jaylen Brown haunting the switch on Kyrie, on Derek Lively when he's out there. Uh, and you don't want another defensive liability one on one out there, and that's what they were doing. I know there was a couple of possessions where Jason Tatum, for example, got the switch on him onto Hardaway and just rose up and shot over him. I know it's Jason Tatum, but still, um, I was talking to my buddy. Maybe Dante Exum should have been out there to provide defense. I know he's not going to do much on offense, which is kind of what you want to get help with. But I think I'd rather have the defense hopefully stop Jaylen Brown, Tatum, whoever's cooking at the moment, rather than someone who's struggling to hit a shot on offense and completely not doing anything on defense. And maybe that bought them in the butt, bit them in the butt, whatever. Um, let's see. Kyrie had a good game. 35 points. That's great to see him to step it up. Um, I know he down the stretch within the last 30 seconds somewhat. He missed that um fadeaway three that would have I think it would have tied the game up right there if I'm not mistaken. Um, but he missed that, and that kind of sealed the game pretty much. Uh, but other than that one instance, he was really good. He turned into vintage Kyrie pretty much. He was scoring from all over the court. He was actually playing somewhat good defense, which has no I know has been a talk of the town when it comes to this postseason, where Luka and Kyrie have really bought in on the defensive end, and it has shown. But that Kyrie really showed up on defense tonight. Um, what else do I want to say? Uh, Derek Lively, I thought played really good as well. Um, he and I think he and Gafford played pretty well. Despite what the box score plus minus says with Daniel Gafford, it says he's a -11, but I think he in the minutes he did play, he played decently. Um, but obviously Derek Lively, he struggled in the last two games. This game he put up 11 points and 13 rebounds. Great for him. Great game considering he's only a rookie. He Next season and the following seasons, he's gonna be the optimal center for Luka Doncic to play next to. Um, and he he was a steal of a draft pick for the Mavs. Going to the Boston Celtics side, Brown and Tatum both put up 30 points and 31 respectively. Uh, I want to say there's a stat, I can't pull it up at the moment, but I want to say they were the first or um whatever teammates to put up 35 and 5 in a finals game. They might have been the first. I don't remember this stat exactly. It just popped up on my phone as a from like Twitter or whatever. Um, but phenomenal game from the two. I know Jason Tatum had struggled in the previous two games. This game, he found his shot, hit four threes for 30%. He shot 13, but that's okay. Um, he shot 42% from the field on 26 attempts. Jaylen Brown, third quarter, he was lighting it up. I want to say he had 11 points in the third quarter. Shot 12 for 22 for 54%. Hit two threes. Derek White hit four threes for 44%. Sam Hauser played some meaningful minutes, hitting three threes. Even Xavier Tillman came into the game, provided 11 really solid minutes actually. This dude hit a three. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The Boston Celtics are really showing that they are undoubtedly the best team in the league this season. No question about it. They are playing the most team oriented basketball where no one's really like I don't want to like say that there's no real best player because obviously Tatum's the best player, but no one's really haunting for shots. It seems like, I mean now and then Tatum and Brown will hunt their own shots, but it's not like they're actively every possession coming down and they're like it's my turn to shoot. And defensively, it's the same. They got Derek White and Drew Holiday to be on ball pests, off ball pests, whatever is needed. You got even Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are they could be more so on Jaylen Brown, um, all NBA defensive team caliber players, and obviously no Porzingis in this game. And previous games, he was an obvious rim protector. He had 3 blocks in the first game. I don't remember exactly how much he had in the second game. Um, but you got him as your backline defense. Even Al Horford, he can be he's still providing good minutes defensively and offensively. So I don't know what to say. This is just a very good team. They're just better, flat out better than the Dallas Mavericks. And I know I had said in previous videos in my finals preview that I have the Dallas Mavericks winning this series in 6. I think I can admit I was wrong. I wanted to I wanted to go with everybody else because they were the underdogs, and you just didn't want to see the Celtics win because they're just too good. And I thought it was going to be a more competitive series. I thought even this game that Dallas was going to come back and win this game. I was rooting for the Dallas Mavericks in this game and the previous games, and I was heartbroken. My my hopes for the Mavericks winning the game obviously was lost when Luka fouled out. And as I said earlier, no team has come back from being down 3-0. So I hate to say it, but the Boston Celtics are gonna be winning the NBA Finals this year. No question about it. Hopefully it's not a sweep. I would like to see this be a little bit of a longer series. That's what I was hoping for. I wanted to see a much more competitive series. Not saying that this series has not been competitive, but I mean it's 3-2, and next game can be either a Boston Celtics victory and they win this championship, or the the Mavericks can win this game and force it to 7, and that sort of competitiveness. But it hasn't. The Celtics have proven that they can close out in close games and execute when it's needed the most. So that being said, that's pretty much all I have to say. That's pretty much my initial thoughts from after, literally right after the game ended. I turned on my camera and recorded. Um, hopefully it's not a sweep. I do not want to see a sweep, but um, it's it's looking like the Boston Celtics are the 2024 NBA champions, and that's okay. Um, because they are the best team in basketball, undoubtedly. One thing I do want to say before um we go, I heard this on the Numbers on the Board podcast. They were talking about Al Horford. And I want to pose this question to you guys. Um, they're saying that if Al Horford, since the Boston Celtics are more than likely going to be winning the championship, with Al Horford adding a championship to his resume, will he be a Hall of Famer? Let me just pull up his career allocated so far. He is a multiple time All Star. He won yeah, so he's a 5-time All Star, 1-time All NBA, back to back NCAA championships with the Florida Gators, and um, I mean he's won over some stuff overseas as well. So I just want to pose that question to you. Um, More than likely he is going to be a Hall of Famer. Probably not a first ballot. I don't think he has the career accolades of a first ballot Hall of Famer. But yeah, so 5-time All Star, All NBA third team, All Defensive second team in 2018, All Rookie first team, 2-time NCAA championship, second team All American, um, third team All AP American, SEC tournament MVP. He won an FIBA America Cup. He won the 2011 Argentina bronze medal, the bronze medal for the Argentina team, and in Central Basket, the gold medal for in 2012 Puerto Rico, and the bronze in 2008 in Mexico for the Dominican Republic. I read that wrong. He was representing the Dominican Republic in the 2011 Argentina America Cup and the Central Basket in 2012 and 2008 in Mexico and Puerto Rico. Um, Obviously, I think he is a Hall of Famer. Probably a second ballot Hall of Famer. That's strange. I don't know why my light went out like that. That was weird. But sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Um, but yeah, just want to leave off with that question for you guys. And as I said before, I appreciate all the love from you guys and all the support that you guys have given me. It means a whole lot. Um, Obviously, after the finals is over, we're gonna be talking more about the draft, free agency, and I'm gonna come up with some other content, possibly discussing like historical teams. Probably like we might talk about the early 2000s Nets with Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson when they went to the NBA Finals. Maybe we might talk about the Sacramento Kings when they lost to the Lakers. Um, who knows? We might talk about why some 4-year college players did not be as successful in the NBA and other topics like those. So stay tuned for that kind of content. Like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, uh, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace.